Here in the town of Banaue, which is a small town in the province Ifugao, and this town is basically known for having rice terraces, which are said to be number 1, the oldest in the world, number 2, the highest built in the world, and number 3, the largest in the world. There isn't any certificate of ownership for these terraces. This is what we would consider ancestral lands. If you planted your rice on this terrace, your neighbor sees that it's ready for harvest, he will not get it because he knows it's not his property. So basically, it's a system of mutual respect that's being followed here. Up to now, the mentality of mountain people is a bit different from those that have been previously colonized by Spain and the United States. Basically, they still retain their old names, they still retain their own traditions, they still have religious beliefs, they believe in the rice god. These terraces produce only one major variety of rice, which the locals would call tinawon. The one they plant here, the tinawon, is the only one they know that can withstand the heat of the day, the coolness of the night, the cold water from the irrigations of the mountains without any problems. On top of it, it is an organic variety. And they believe the only reason it grows is the rice god. There would be 3 rituals a year. And how do they do it? Basically, they would call a Mumbaki. A Mumbaki would be a high priest, the high priest of the corner of the community. And they would gather the people around a wooden bucket which would be filled with a mixture of swine's blood or pig's blood and chicken's blood. In the middle of this pot full of blood, an antique or an original bulul statue would be put, and he would be bathed in this blood for the next 3 days and 3 nights. And during that time, you would have the people of the village that would be around, and they would pray, they would sing, they would offer to the rice god, they offer meats. They offer pork, they offer chicken, sometimes they offer dog. Now whether the meat that we have offered for these rituals would be eaten after the ritual would depend on the decision of the high priest or the Mumbaki.
I'm learning so much about Banaue, and I'm excited to explore more of Banaue and maybe meet some people.
What exactly are you trying to do now?
The shaman is making a ritual that is a goodwill ritual.
Okay.
Yes. Because there are different kind of rituals. So we have the rituals exclusive for death, for the dead family, and for accident, and then for the harvesting of rice.
So the duty of the Mumbaki is to perform all these different rituals?
Different rituals. You must know different kind of rituals. That's the role. The role of the shaman is actually to help people. So if even in the midnight they can call him it's a healing ritual because someone ill, especially the king, the children.
Well, it was definitely interesting to learn about what the kind of rituals that they do in this kind of culture, but it's just so different from something that is normal to me. We were caught really off guard.
The word is shook. I'd never seen anything like that, like close up, but after a while I just started like realizing like that this is tradition and it's a ritual, and like I wanted to show respect for it.
Do the spirits like being called, or they don't like it?
They like to call, because when we invoke them, we give them
Oh, we're
gift.
giving them a gift.
Gift. This is their gift. So the omens is good.
How can you tell that it's good?
This, you see the green gallbladder that's full. You see, and he went to the place that he and sometimes they check even the heart and the blood. So this is a good omen.
Very good omens.
So you see the blood is not falling.
What
At
the
least we've
inside
got good
looks
omens.
like. Yeah.
After the performance of the rituals, if the chicken or the pigs is cooked already and the rice, all the people in the surrounding that here in this place can also come and eat.
They are
invited.
Invited, everybody.
If we don't eat it,
Yeah.
is the ritual still work?
Either you eat or not. It's already work.
So it was a good omen, since all 3 of the chickens were able to like have those good gallbladders or whatever it was, and I think that was a good thing, so we don't have to kill anymore.
Because we got good omens in the 3 chickens, then all of us have good omens for 6 months. So, yes.
How do you become a Mumbaki?
The process to be a Mumbaki is you must have to ordain between the God and human.
So it's the elders that pick who is going to be their next
Yeah,
Mumbaki.
like this one. If the old one is making rituals, then he always hear it and then he knows. That's why he is the Mumbaki.
How long has he been the Mumbaki?
10 years ago. Yeah.
So how old was he?
He started when he was 10 years old.
When you were 10 years
13
old?
years.
At just 13 years old, the people thought that he had a good heart and that he was a good person. And so over a long period of time, he prepared to be a Mumbaki, which was probably a lot of hard work.
It teaches you, I guess, about the spirituality of the culture. So when the elders chose him when he was 13, it wasn't about his qualifications or anything that he could say to them to prove that he was right for the job. It was more that they felt that he was capable spiritually.
It was only shocking because I wasn't expecting to see that early in the morning, but in retrospect, it was something really cool and unique that not a lot of people would be able to see, so I'm glad that I saw it.
Disregarding like what your beliefs are, I think it's good to know that these are beliefs in other cultures, and it's good to be aware of that. So I think I might even bring my own family here so they can experience that and see what it's like in the Philippines. Was a little difficult for us, but we're good now. Well, that walk was pretty interesting. How about you guys?
We're dying.
And when we say hiking on the side of a mountain, that was their everyday trip to school. So it was basically like their everyday commute, and we were struggling. Let's take a photo!
Definitely.
This is gorgeous. Welcome to Bataan. Surprised me most about it is like how excited they were and how prepared they had been for us to come.
And they had this super cute welcome song. And the whole like choir of kids, every single one of them was singing.
It makes you feel like all warm and fuzzy inside.
They did the native dance of Ifugao, and after they did some performances, they also showed us some of their sports. The way they were arm wrestling too is like they didn't like lock hands or anything.
Yeah, it's like wrist on wrist.
Wrist to wrist, yeah.
And it was intense. Like I was getting into it.
And the one where it was like you had to.
Yeah, they're like sumo wrestling type thing.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
The one when you're like
They were
hopping on one
fighting
leg
each
and then you're
other,
trying to like hit the
but
other
like
person.
standing like a chicken kind of thing. Like
Yeah.
the kids were strong, and they really got into it, and I think they did have a lot of fun. I was ready to arm wrestle one of them, you know, like.
Well, they must be pretty fit if they have to like do that hike every single day.
Tour for having us. We've really enjoyed all of the dances and the games. It's been really amazing. Our whole time in Ifugao has been such a beautiful time. So just to say thank you, we have some gifts for you guys.
I think it's remarkable that they could have asked for anything, but they still asked for school supplies.
It really shows that they have these struggles, and it's important that we are aware of that and we can sacrifice and give to them, because you know they really need these things. They need to learn. They're young kids and they're growing.
I feel like God definitely wanted us to give something to those kids, so He made our journey a bit hard, but like bearable.
I think God really wanted us to remind those kids that they're not alone and that they have people out there who want to help them, and that, you know, we can rediscover our roots and that we can bring a lot of happiness into our world if we just really work hard at it.